Double push or jabbi. Taking first form of contact, trying to push the people on forward. AcilioN from behind. This is where things get interesting. A headshot machine is the USP good for one. It is going to back away and flood out of the angle just in time. And he continues to take pressure as Vigo will be the man to drop him within the round. Jabbi's already escaped from the scene. And nicoodoz looking to try and tap down some more players. But Zyphon, a lot of knowledge that there is a player pushing from A to B, and that is going to be the beginning of the push on forward. The flashbang, oh, it's beautiful. Nodios goes for one, does get it, going to try and convert a second, but no, Vesta on the back of the site, and it's onto maNkz. Has found the first, needs to find a second, but cannot get anything done. Jabbi, now alone against two. Both players on considerably low HP, and he's already tapped down the higher of the two. Zyphon, on 22 points of health, needs to make light work of this player towards heaven. And with 30 seconds to go, he's trying to work around the pillar, trying to make his way, on out towards Monster. maNkz now going to reposition accordingly. Zyphon just trying to look for something, a poor turning, poor timing. maNkz, good for one. The FAMAS does its job. And AcilioN still on the site, looking to try and hold on. 15 seconds to go. Nodios is rotated in as well. The Molotov's going to force them away. The nade has done similar effect. Zyphon, though, from behind, has tapped down a first. AcilioN going to find one. It's back and forth. It's carnage. It's nicoodoz who's denied the bomb plant. And Zyphon, the last man remaining. There is no time. There is no hope. And Copenhagen have got a full investment ahead of them. AKs across the board and an AWP on Void. Oh, no. And here you go, jabbi. Beautifully done. Perfectly executed. Beautifully done. Vesta. Nice shot as well. Continue to oppress in AcilioN. Good for another. To 20. And that's going to be a detriment as Zyphon pulls the trigger towards long. It's going to be the pincer play. The executes there. nicoodoz and Nodios, though, back of the site, making it work. Vigo alone now against three. He has got a rifle in his hands and can get some damage done, but his time is going to be wearing away against him ever so slowly, crumbling his chances bit by bit. And with 18 seconds to go, he needs to take an engagement. And Nodios there to save the day. But at the same time, they are just trying to piece it together like a puzzle, one by one, round by round. Vesta going to try and put a limitation to that. maNkz going to free them up, though, and release the chains that were restraining them in a 4 versus 4. But nicoodoz, another one through the smoke. Vigo no more. And now nicoodoz can get aggressive. Now we can oppress with the AWP. Nearly a second no. Denied by Void. Back and forth once again. But in a 3 versus 2, Copenhagen Flames holding on for another 45 seconds. And they've even got all 2 players with the rifles stacked up against each other, and the peak is there. Altekz good for one. Won't expect the second, though. Jabbi saves the day, and now Void alone against. A bomb plant would have huge impact for the economy to try and flourish it even more. And it does exactly that for the meantime. The flashbang, not good enough. maNkz catching Jabbi blind, and he's even made his way on top of the bomb site. His head spotted out. Void misses the shot, has to reposition, looking for the kill, and finally Astralis Talent pencil in there first. This is a team you do not want to risk playing against this map because they are so assertive with their control. Void does expect it. Hold on a minute. Beautiful. Players bursting through to get onto site. They have the control. And now the retake will have to be nothing but the impact within the round to try and edge a game plan, because Astralis Talent seem to have done well to keep the fire well under control. Below half. And Altekz now going to lead the charge. Zyphon going to try and be the bait, the fish on the hook, and it's been eaten by a big one. The sharks swarm, and it's towards B and A. And they're reduced to 3. Fortunately, it isn't against the original 5. Flashbang on out, and Vesta rattles the head of maNkz, and the oppression will not stop. Nodios back of the site needs to go huge. This is his moment, his time to shine. Good for one. No, not a second. Altekz holds his nerve, and now the AWP of nicoodoz against 3, all alone, and there is no other choice but to retreat quite nicely within this map. It was Vesta to do all the dirty work in the beginning parts, and Altekz to scoop it up in the late to hold. nicoodoz, the only rifle really invested into the round, and he's already taken considerable HP. The peak is there, and Void dropping maNkz in the blink of an eye. The AWP lasers down one. Molotovs deployed. nicoodoz caught out even more HP, and he finds a shot, and AcilioN rattles another head. He's going to continue to apply the pressure for the AWP, holding true as nicoodoz with one more, and the buy of Astralis Talent shattered in front of their eyes. It's looking like a 7th, and it's on the pistol, the most humiliating way of it all, and jabbi to Nesta most certainly hasn't done them any favours. To 54. The push on in, good for one, but nicoodoz once the A bomb site under threat. Vigo will be the only man from shore. Everyone else in through Monster, and Nodios to dismantle the first. And the 3 remaining players gonna gun it down into toilets and right into the jaws of maNkz. Good for one, no. A second denied, but the AK of jabbi rolls yet another head as Zyphon hits the deck, and another one as the AWP whiffs. An 8th. For everyone to turn up, and yet again the early aggression. jabbi, huge amounts of damage done. Nodios it towards connector, the flashbang connects, and there will be a player removed from the server, but it is from either way as Nodios, good for one, the trades back and forth, and so we are in a 3 versus 3. maNkz squeezing their way through. maNkz does exactly that. Does he spot Zyphon? Yes, he does. No bullet connects, so all 3 players on considerably high HP. And the bomb, though, manipulated its way around the Copenhagen Flames. 1 versus 3. And Void can't even connect the first. The emotizing thing up ahead. Vesta. Molotov behind him, but it doesn't stop him from aggressing on 4. Has found one. And in fact, the M4A4 spam from AcilioN to try and cover the tracks. But the push, Vesta, another kill. This Desert Eagle. Oh, that's what we like. Time ticking away. 1 minute and 10. And that has got to be some of the best utility I've seen through a smoke. And there you go. Copenhagen Flames teams. The Copenhagen Flames pull out of their mammoth-sized hats within these series. And teamwork on display once again. But it's Zyphon now that needs the solo play, and he's good for one. nicoodoz, AWP up close. No, denied. The 1 versus 2 is Zyphon. At least put it at 4. And I said that Astralis Talent, if they want to win this map, they've got to do something now. And, well, they showed it momentarily. But that is just unbelievable. jabbi, good for one. A second, unreal. 2 Vs, 1 for Vendetta, and 1 for Victory. And it seems to be that they're shy on both right now because AcilioN sniper to do everything. 55 seconds. Not looking too great. Void though. Good for one. And a second. And right now. There's Nodios. Charge. Void already taking a bullet to the skull, but whittled down to just 17 as they continue to try and rattle heads. jabbi, good for one. Nodios trying to make it work, and he go. The meat grinder on in. AcilioN now knows the last 2 players from connector. jabbi gonna pump in those digits. 4 versus 2 to keep the dreams very much alive. Vigo, nice first shot, but Nodios quick with his response, silencing one of the USPs, and it's all down to Vesta. But against 3, it is to be nothing but a spectacle if they want to try and edge out a 5th round. The flashbang goes high. Void, beautiful first shot, and there is no response. Altekz primed and ready to go. The flashbang catches off Vesta, and the M4A1S of Vigo has to go nothing but huge, and he's only good for 1. Big damage onto the second, but no, denied. Another shot, and it rattles the head. 1 for 1 once again. Both players on a slither of HP. Vigo knows this, but the swing from maNkz is nothing but perfect. 17 seconds, ever counting away. The flashbangs cause Zyphon, and they just slip away out towards A. Beautifully done. AWP up close to peak, and nicoodoz to find it. 15 to... nicoodoz first shot, taking down Zyphon. And a 5 versus 4. I'm certainly going to sting the talent side. AcilioN, another. Now down to 3. Peek on out. Altekz in response, good for 1. The bomb is down. 3 versus 3. Altekz good for another. Flashbang. In fact, smoke on in nicoodoz. Now knows there is going to be players up close. Oh my god, they're on the flip side. He's taking heavy damage. He's under fire through the smoke. 3 versus 2. And the AKs have to do nothing but work. Jabbi alone, no. They hold on. A slither of hope. Astralis Talent 5. Copenhagen Flames 15. They do have time. It was a 10-second defuse. The oppression. AcilioN needs to be very cautious. Bomb gone. That's a big kill. And in fact, a second. Vesta doing a fantastic job of manipulating the Flame side right into his crosshair. A 5 versus 3. nicoodoz, good for 1. Jabbi, other side of the map, and oh, he might be able to catch out the player from behind. nicoodoz flashed out, however. And the peak from Jabbi is imminent. Nice headshot. 3 versus 3. Back and forth. We are level. Looking for silent steps, but Vigo reads into it quite nicely. Nodios pushing on through. What do I do? He's going to need a miracle round. Peek on out. Vesta. Beautiful shot. Once again, Void. Got to be careful. The timing has to be nothing but perfect. Peek and no response. Void might even delve in for seconds. He does. And a leg shot might be able to fall right on back and get themselves beat. And they will. maNkz up close. A pivotal kill. And a big one. Vesta with another. And Copenhagen Flames, both site control, quickly removed of. 20 seconds to go. And they're going to rush down towards B. But it doesn't matter. Vesta's on the flip side. Molotov going to be deployed towards the site to avoid the plant. Back and forth utility. The nade. Oh, it could be perfect. Oh, and it is. That is sick. Vesta. Slam. Dunk with the HE grenade. AcilioN dies. Admittedly before. AWP not connecting. nicoodoz looking to try and apply some hate, but Vigo to find the first. Zyphon's got to be careful. Wrong place, wrong time, and he could lose his head. And there you go. The shadow to give it away. A second, though. Nodios notified. Jabbi out towards long. Spots out one. A first kill. No, denied of a second. That was a crucial flank, and Vigo holds it down. 4 for him within the round as he just fade. Oh my god, this is all about timing. Vesta. Going for the information. AcilioN faked out. Position compromise. But the frag is there. Nodios back and forth with Vigo. But fortunately, he's the victor within the contest. The nade and maNkz. This might just be the beginning of the end. As nicoodoz with 1. Zyphon alone. Bye-bye. Welcome back, everyone. Map 2 underway. Astralis Talent losing out on a very important map pick, but they are back in business. There you go. Pushing down towards ramp. Zyphon looking to retake alongside Vigo, but already half of the squad towards ramp removed, and they continue to oppress as Copenhagen Flames rattle heads through many smokes. Void, let's send one back to the drawing board, but in a 1 versus 3, Zyphon. Position compromised. Head removed. AcilioN looking to make it 3. Full buy of Astralis Talent could withheld some force, and it does so as Vesta. 1 minute and 15 to go. Still plenty of time to work with, and Jabbi now on the right foot. Beautiful shot. Vesta tucked in towards sandbags, but maNkz is positioning. Crumbled his B-bomb site in an instant, but no. Altekz has caught him off. Molotov flush investor. Ow! Jabbi does take a bullet to the head, but 12 HP remaining. "45 seconds they look to execute on out. Vigo holding it down. Nice first shot. Jabbi removed it. 3 versus 2 now. From the smoke, pulling Nodios forward. It could warrant a bomb plant, and if it does, that is big. And it will do exactly that. nicoodoz pumping in those digits. The retake now inbound. Astralis Talent do have a bit of work cut out for them. There's an M4 on the back of the site. nicoodoz going to make it work. Beautiful first shot. nicoodoz good for one. A second, no. Zyphon holds his nerve, and it will be a first for the Talent as the youth team for Astralis finally getting their break on Vertigo in the first bite. High impact couple of kills from the Flames could set them back majorly. Lovely shot from Zyphon, but maNkz already evening the playing field and in fact boosting the Flames now, as that is an MP9 gone from the B site. A very good gun, I would argue, towards Vertigo. And jabbi gonna rip the head of Zyphon, who is the M4 player, as they continue to try and tap down more and more. Big Oak gonna slip his way onto the back of the site. The FAMAS gone as well. Void on the flank and Vesta up front. The duo that's gonna have to do it all. And they're both creeping on in. And the bomb will detonate. Molotov deployed to try and catch up at close angle. jabbi all too quick. Big O and Void those swing to save the day to try and get out towards B. And there you have it. Bomb down. Now, they can get out on site, but they've got to be careful. maNkz is their first opponent, who has found first. nicoodoz with a second, and maNkz with a third. Beautifully done. In Nodios. Nice shot onto Vesta. First kill in the bag. Nodios catching the player up close. This is beautiful. Unbelievable. Void, another taken to his tally. The AWP could have been such a good round for him. Unfortunately, no. And now, jabbi continues to extend, slapping Astralis Talent on the A site. And it is just the AWP and Altekz to remain. This is becoming all more one-sided. And there you go, nicoodoz. This is just ace accuracy from him. Beautifully done. Molotov goes deep. Fortunately, it isn't going to be successful for the Astralis Talent side. Altekz looking to try and get dirty with the AWP towards B, and he has found one. Repositions back towards headshot. maNkz close angle. Flashbang's good, and he's going to be caught out. Beautifully done. Zyphon, in fact, blinding him as well. There you go, going to drop the molly to try and deny the plant and momentarily stopping maNkz in his tracks, but the bomb eventually going down as nicoodoz holding down the angle. A 3 versus 2 scenario now as the retake coming on through. They are looking to try and make things work, but it is just a matter of time. And as time ticks away, it becomes increasingly harder for Astralis Talent as they continue to make it look dominating. But the system. Void. Good for one. Denied of a second. AWP retrieved by jabbi. Put Copenhagen Flames in an advantageous position once again. Ooh, more damage being done by his teammate than that of the enemy. Zyphon is going to trade out maNkz. All too content. Void holding towards close lane. He's jiggling between the angles. Nodios, will he expect the man? No. Void. Beautifully done. A 4 versus 3. jabbi has found one more in response. The bomb going down. Void looking to punish through the top of the smoke and through the box, but down nicoodoz. Trying to discover if the player is there, and now Void's good for one. AK up close. AcilioN at first, a second, looking for a third, denied by Void. He's got one more to find to take his tally up to 4. Taps the bomb. jabbi peeks, not there. No time. Void, nowhere to go. And this round, well and truly gone. 1v1 to decide who. Void misses the shot, tries to tap him down. jabbi down to low HP, looking to try and escape. Looking to try and get aggressive with the AWP. Through the wall, he was looking at AcilioN. And the Molotov actually pushing Vesta forward right into the jaws of Nodios. A first kill found, beautifully executed as well. And the battle of the AWPs to determine who can stay alive towards ramp. And oh, it will be Void. If he's caught out the AWP player. Beautifully done. Holding up close, does get caught out, but still manages to hit the shot. jabbi and maNkz over 1 apiece. A 3 versus 2. And it spells trouble once again, but in all different shapes and sizes this time. A HE grenade, good to do a bit of damage. Tickles jabbi down to around 3/4. Zyphon finds a nice shot. maNkz, though, gonna catch out Altekz. Zyphon making his way through behind. The bomb goes down. MP9 retrieve, but quickly switch back out for the fan. 1 versus 2. Taps the bomb. It's probably going to come from sandbags, and there you have it. jabbi, beautifully played. The nade was there. Been on this channel for a little while. Zyphon not forward. Oh, big deagle damage. Somehow the demons have more because the boost might be inbound, and if it is, this could be a peak of many magnitudes, and you're seeing exactly that, but Vesta's already caught him off. Beautiful shot. jabbi gone, 50 seconds to go, and now they have to move. Now they have to pull the trigger. Molotov's landed in towards headshot. They've got to go off the back of that to try and force out as many peaks as possible. But Vesta too clean with the Desert Eagle as he lets another bullet fly and sends another head rolling. And Vigo as well. Beautifully done. Finally, damage taken already. Vesta's blind, but he has made his way into the smoke. Oh my god, Vesta! Beautifully done. Gonna try and find a third. Oh my word, this man's a machine. Drop it on forward, denied of a fourth, but the damage is done. Altekz gonna drop on down. Tuck in. Bomb planted, but no, Zyphon. Beautiful flashbang. And a 1 versus 4 the AWP needs. nicoodoz. Missed first shot. Desert Eagle, good for 1. Nearly a second. Oh, okay. Hold the phone just a second. The Desert Eagle's on fire, but no, void to deny. Pistol round. What seems to be the last time. Astralis Talent to try and get things done. Vigo has made his way through mid, but already the cavalry arriving at 3 versus 3. Back and forth damage. And that's bomb gone. maNkz with 2. Altekz alone. To be used. Just do not see that happening. Altekz not even good. And then the game's up. nicoodoz already looking to try and apply the pressure. Vigo close up though. Void trying to fire at the feet, but unfortunately no flash for him. The peak is in. Vigo always aggressive, but it works out quite nicely. The flashbang there. Altekz now blind. Beautiful second flashbang, but nicoodoz not going off of it instead. Manipulate his way around the sandbags, taking heavy points of health, but is tunnel visioned on the angle. Going to be arriving on the rotate towards TT spawn. Bomb goes down. Void is going to plant, but at the cost of Vesta, in fact, as AcilioN catches out the over-aggression. The AK of Zyphon looking to deal with something, and nicoodoz up close. He will fall. A second needs to be found by Zyphon. Needs to find a third. Denied. AcilioN alone needs a 4K within the round to keep him and his team on cue. Void holding the angle. Holds the angle very patiently. Let's see on out. nicoodoz might just be the first form of contact, but no, the Desert Eagle was looking to rattle on through. maNkz has found 1. Altekz removing Nodios in the meantime. A 4 versus 4 scenario. nicoodoz getting on up, and they are looking for the kill towards sandbags, and that's a nice shot. Oh, and another! A 2 versus 4. AWP and AK-47 to try to do everything within the round. Void off to a good start. The AK gonna tap down a second, a third denied. Zyphon to line up another. Oh, missed shot again. nicoodoz 1 versus 1. And oh my god! Copenhagen Flames 15. Map point and series point to them on an eco of all things. I'm at a loss for words. AcilioN. I don't think this is a kind of map to facilitate Copenhagen Flames dropping another load. A 1 for 1. Oh, hold on a minute. Vigo, good for 2. Back and forth. A scout and a Galil to do it all. To try and keep Astralis Talent alive. jabbi up close. Finds 1. And the second. It is all over.